vary. Let us spread our wings.
The new map Imperial Sanctuary is back with a lighter shade of green.
My world is the sky.
It has a new turret design too.
The higher you fly, the more.
There is also a new look for the minions. On a classic match, there is now a fixed red and blue team. Our turret is red while the enemy is blue. Same goes for the minions. The shape of the mid lane bush has changed. There used to be a small bush right here.
Fly, the more.
Here is what it looks like on the other side. It now has a fewer hiding spots in mid lane.
I don't want to hurt you. I love these lands.
Driven by revenge.
The Jungle Monsters update is back, but it comes with a few changes. This is the new look for the turtle observation. It's like a mini Belerick and Grak combined.
Feel my pain.
Killing Belerick will no longer grant wards. It just gives gold and experience just like a normal jungle monster. The little crab is still there, which spawns at 45 seconds. It gives a total of 41 gold and it can respawn several times before it turns into a bigger crab. The blue and red jungle buff now has a visual effect. This is the blue buff. The stats it gives will be the same for all roles.
Let us spread our wings.
This is what the red buff looks like.
The higher you...
There is a change in the stats it gives. True damage is still there, but it can now be activated by skill or basic attacks. Tanks, assassins, and fighters have a stronger slow effect, but weaker true damage.
Whoever wrote my life.
Mage, marksman, and supports have higher true damage and lower slow effect. Here is what it looks like if you're a greedy bastard who likes to take both buffs. The turtle buff no longer gives true damage. It now gives a shield that activates when your HP is below 30%. It's like having a rose gold meteor item.
Warriors, show your teeth!
You can only activate it once, which means the buff will disappear once activated.
For the people, I shall never back down.
Jungle monsters now spawn at 30 seconds instead of 33 seconds.
Revenge has blinded me.
There is a change in the bonus experience you gain when using jungle items. All of the jungle items now give 5% less experience when killing a jungle monster. This is probably because there are more jungle monsters now.
I'm in charge here.
Another change is the increased extra damage from tier 3 jungle items. For faster farming, you might want to upgrade your jungle item to level 3 because it now deals more damage. The developers are really trying to make a full-time jungle role. So, do you like to have a pure jungler role in your lineup? An update on Carmilla's skills. Aside from getting Batman beside her, Carmilla's skills now deal more damage compared from before.
Peace. Prepare
Silvanna's
for war.
first skill now has a wider area of effect. Her ultimate no longer requires charging time, which is good since you can now cancel it without any cooldown penalty. Enemies can no longer predict
Show
that
your
she's about to
teeth!
jump. Belerick is now available and he's looking good. The new design is back, so I guess we really have to say goodbye soon to the Bulbasaur Belerick design. His passive skill still looks the same, but now there is a big difference on its mechanics. For every 100 damage he receives, there is a 25% chance to activate his passive. Here is a sample. As you can see, it's activated by chance. On his old passive, he needs to receive 225 damage, but now he only needs 100. Another change on his passive skill is the increased damage. The old passive damage is 50 plus 2% of Belerick's max HP. Now the passive damage is 200 to 410 plus 8% of Belerick's max HP. That's quite a big leap, right? So that means that his new passive has a significantly higher damage, but it only occurs 25% of the time. Now let's check out his first skill. It still looks the same except for the taunt effect. Enemies that are hit will be taunted just like Gatot Kacha's second skill. Also, the cooldown is way shorter compared to the current one. The old one has 11 seconds cooldown, while this new one only has 6.5 seconds cooldown. I think Taunt is better than Immobilize because it stops enemies from casting skills.
Your team destroyed a You have slain an enemy.
Maniac!
Now let's move on to his second skill. Activating the second skill increases his movement speed and enhances his next basic attack, just like the old skill. What's new with the skill is that he no longer loses HP when activating it. The target will be under the taunt effect. The heal is still there after doing a basic attack. Let's see his ultimate skill. The enemies will be under the effect of taunt and immobilize at the same time for 1.5 seconds. This gives more chance for his passive to activate.
First blood.
That is a deadly skill in team fights if you ask me. Imagine a whole team getting caught inside his ultimate. 1.5 seconds is enough for your allies to turn the tide of the battle. I'd say this is a better revamp compared to the first one because 3 of his skills can now taunt enemies. So what can our Belerick memes say about this revamp? Do you like it or do you still prefer the old one? Next on the update is the new way to cancel skills. Just move your finger out of the circle and your skill will be cancelled. It will take some time to get used to this, but if you don't like it, there is a setting where you can switch back to the old one. There are now new heroes in Chess TD, namely X-Borg, Diggy, Belerick, Chang'e, Zilong, Ling, Wanwan, Franco, and Aurora. It also has lots of interface and synergy changes. There is also a new leaderboard for Chess TD. That wraps up our update for the patch 1.430. I'm guessing this update will be implemented mid of December. So which part of the update did you like? Do you now like Belerick's revamp? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching.